Animals that can produce its own food. Welcome back to our channel. Today's video is all about the animals who can produce their food. In the coevolution of organisms in farming-like mutualisms, there are similarities to the way we first domesticated plants and animals in the Neolithic. So this video will tell you about these animals that produce their food. But before we begin, make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell icon to never miss out on more videos. The fish that farms algae. Damselfish is one of the most abundant fish on coral reefs worldwide, from the Caribbean to Indonesia. Some species forage on tiny crustaceans, but many stakes out permanent gardens among the coral to cultivate algae. They weed out the stuff they don't want by taking a bite of it and swimming to the edge of the territory to spit it out, says Jordan Casey, a PhD candidate at James Cook University in Queensland, Australia, who studies damselfish on the Great Barrier Reef. They also protect their algal gardens from would-be thieves. They're tiny fish but very aggressive, says Casey. They'll attack humans. Next up, we have the dancing farming crab. Many leagues below is another marine farmer, one that dances while it works. The first yeti crab species, Kiwa hirsuta, so named for the bristles covering its claws, had been discovered earlier that year at a hydrothermal vent off Easter Island. In 2011, the Thurber and colleagues confirmed that K. pura vida uses its bristly claws to raise bacteria, which capture energy from the gases released by the seeps, before grazing on them with its comb-like mouth parts. He has also demonstrated that the bacteria are the crab's main source of food, and that was important because although deep-sea vents are home to crustaceans with similar bacteria growing on their bodies, it was not clear whether they rely on the bacteria for nourishment. Ants that domesticate fungus. On the salt marshes along the east coast of North America, the marsh periwinkle, Littoraria irrata, grows fungus on Spartina grass. But by far the most impressive fungus farming takes place on land, where termites and more than 200 different species of antine ants raise fungi for food. Most advanced are the leafcutter ants, more than 40 different species that live in the forests of South and Central America and southern parts of the US. They form some of the largest, most complex societies globally, with some colonies containing as many as 8 million ants. To sustain these vast settlements, leafcutters, which arose around 12 million years ago, have refined the fungus farming pioneered by their ancestors. Feeding weevil larvae. Fungus farming emerged only once in ants. In wood-boring beetles, it evolved independently 11 times. Today, there are roughly 3,200 species of ambrosia beetles, none larger than a grain of grass, that raise fungi in chambers tunneled out of dead trees. They're a diverse bunch of weevils united by fungus farming, and they're more common than you might think. The ambrosia beetles are largely ignored compared to 18 ants, but they're much more ubiquitous, says Jerry Hulser, a forest entomologist at the University of Florida in Gainesville, US. These beetles are everywhere, from the tropics to temperate climes. The fungi depend on the beetles for entry into trees, where bark presents a formidable barrier. To facilitate such transport, the beetles have evolved specialized pockets in their bodies to carry the big sticky spores of fungi when they move on after exhausting their host tree. For its part, the fungus extracts nutrients from the tree tissue that the beetle could not, then presents a portion of it as nutritious morsels for the beetle larvae to gobble. Animals that herd livestock. Like humans, some animals have also turned into animal husbandry and herding. Common across Europe and some parts of North America, the black garden ant, Lasius niger, herds certain aphid species. The little green bugs, the scourge of many a human gardener, feed on plant sap and excrete a sugary liquid called honeydew from their anuses, which the ants drink in exchange for providing protection from predators and shepherding them to green pastures. The ants often bite off the aphid's wings to stop them from flying away. In 2011, Tom Oliver and colleagues at University College London, UK, discovered that they tranquilized their flock with chemicals to slow them down and keep them from wandering off. So that's all with this video. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Let us know other animals you know who produce their own food in the comment section below. Until the next video, stay tuned and subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell icon for more uploads like this one. Remember, if you're not subscribed yet, you are missing out. See you soon.